He who represents himself has a fool for a client. Those are the words of Abraham Lincoln, a pretty significant, cool guy. That said, Onision could definitely take a piece of advice from him, because as of last night, there was a plethora of almost 10 plus videos uploaded. I'm not even going to address this stuff because I don't want to. But one video in particular, he addresses me, specifically in regards to the recent court case that went down. And well, this is my response to it. Because at this point, I feel like I'm on a real-life version of Jerry Springer, in which it just keeps getting more and more time wasting, and nothing really productive is even being solved by this. But hey, it's laughable and it's entertaining, so why the heck not?
What's up? I want to pointlessly discuss the legal case. I went and I filed anti-harassment protection order against 2 individuals. One of the individuals has been harassing me for the last 8 to 10 years. He deleted earlier videos.
No, I have not deleted any of my content that I have ever made to you. That is incorrect. There was a video I made on my channel back in the day, back when in like 2011, 2012, when you could easily report somebody's video and that flagging of that video would get the video removed. You did actually get one of, I guess it was maybe, not directly you, but your fans, or I don't know. Regardless, the video got removed that was addressing you and Kai back in 2000, I think it was 11 or 12, but I didn't remove the video. It was taken down under false flagging pretenses. But if you're gonna make claims, it's important that you back those claims up. Secondly, I'm just gonna post the RCW screenshot here of what actually falls under the legal definition of harassment. Something that in court that you actually have to prove almost all of these things. Harassment doesn't go, oh, somebody's talking about me online, therefore I'm being harassed. But covering stuff you do publicly, as I've said a gazillion times on this channel, that's not harassment, man. I'd also like to understand, if I'm harassing you, then why are you talking about me? Why are you addressing me? Because truly, if someone is feeling really harassed and doesn't want them being talked about, you wouldn't be referencing me by name or by situation, you know? Like, it defeats the purpose of harassment. Much less, again, I have emails that you sent in November of this year. You contacted me, so, like, I don't understand how that works.
And something that he's been doing as of late is basically documenting every aspect of any interaction he has in my world, because every single time he does, he gets a butt ton of views. In fact, the guy just made like 20 grand for attorney's fees on a case that I dismissed. You guys paid some dude 20 grand to show up to court and hear that I dismissed the case.
Yeah, they did. It shocked me too, Greg. It shocked me too. But one thing that I can come away with from that is that you are truly hated on this platform. I only needed 2,500 and I got 10 times that amount, and that's not a brag, that's not a flex. That's because people are generous and they know what everybody else on this platform have had to deal with in regards to you. Might I remind you, you filed a total of almost 13 copyright strikes on my channel. You've removed over 13 videos, all of which have been restored. And as of just 2 days ago, there was another claim on another old video of mine by you. And I am not the only one who has dealt with this issue. Every other creator who's ever talked about you has dealt with this. But it just so happens is that I'm the #1 target because apparently I have the most effect, the most influence, and I guess I get the most views. This isn't about views for me. If you knew that, then you would know that most of my content's demonetized anyway. And I appreciate the people who have been so generous to me to give me 10 times the normal amount, and I know that makes you angry. I get it. And it would make me angry too, to waste the court's time and to see somebody who you don't like get money that you wish you could have. I do understand where you're coming from. The problem is I don't care.
Numbskulls, okay? You didn't even need that. Let's just, okay, you're making hate videos about someone online, right? Let's say you're you, a regular person, unless you're that guy, in which case but let's say you're you, okay? And someone online says, hey, I need you to stop making videos about me. I need you to stop talking about me. I need you to move on with your life. Why would you hire an attorney to go into court and be like, oh, and speak for you? You can't even speak for yourself. The dude just sat there, is like...
Do you not understand that you tried to file a protection order against me, that I am committing a crime. That was your claim. Or your original claim was that I am cyber-stalking you, and that I am stalking you, and that I'm harassing you. Now, all three of those definitions have legal connotations and specific things that have to be met. I've never been to your house. I've never been anywhere close to you other than a courtroom in the first time ever. Me making commentary videos in response to things that you say and do online does not qualify for any of those three things. You accused me of a crime, and no matter how, wasteful that may be of that crime, I am going to get legal representation. No, if it doesn't even have to be you, dude. If I had anybody doing this to me, I would have hired an attorney. The same thing, the same context. This is not about you, Greg. It's about a normal thing that I would do no matter what. Did you want to talk to me? Did you want to give me eye contact? Because I was advised by my attorney to not give you eye contact and not to talk to you. Not to say anything to you directly, not to wave at you. I was literally told that. Don't wave at him, don't try to antagonize him, don't do anything.
You're just sitting there smirking silently.
I wasn't smirking, but I was trying not to laugh. That much I will admit. I was trying not to laugh because this is ridiculousness. This is the first time I've ever experienced a real life situation that came online to like in-person situation. And I was having a hard time not laughing at you. At you, Greg. That's why I was biting my lip trying not to laugh because I was literally a couple feet away from you with an attorney and you walk in with this like your body language and body posture with like this smugness. It is laughable, man. It's laughable. You served the wrong Chris Hansen. What don't you understand about that, dude? You served the wrong person. I will never. This is turned. Have you looked at Facebook recently? You have turned into a meme. This is a meme, man. I've seen over 10,000 different shares of this meme of you standing in court, and it's crazy in like a good, funny, entertaining way. And you've done this to yourself, and you can't grasp that concept that you've done this for yourself. It's a week after the fact, and I still can't believe that this happened. It's insane! In all of YouTube, I only know of like 2 instances of something that's just like ever happening, and I'm the 3rd. I didn't realize I was apparently that, intimidating, that influential to seek out me, not Jacqueline Glenn, not Blair White, not all the other YouTubers. iNabber, but I mean, they're in like across the country, but it doesn't even matter. You have all of these creators, right, who make content based upon things you do, but I'm the one singled out because I'm in your state.
Smirking like a jack. He's just sitting there smirking silently as he loses his hair and gets fatter.
Ah, yes, the personal physique attacks. That's what you're known for, Greg. I mean, you didn't do this trend with all of your previous exes in the same way that you're trying to do with me. You're just gonna insult my physical appearance. Well, let me say something. It's okay. You can insult me as much as you want, my physical appearance. I'm okay with it. It kind of makes me a little bit insecure, which is why I'm going to give everybody a nice headshot of me so you can, like, observe my head overall. Okay, I'm going to do a spin, okay? So, while my hair is, look at that, look at that, look at that. It is a little bit receding, you're right, it is, Greg, it's receding. And look at this, back here I got kind of a bald spot, look at that. I have a cowlick right here, I got a bald spot. Here we go, this is my head. Let's do like a full, how's this look? You can see all my hair, my back. What do you guys think, huh? What do you think of that? Yeah. I'm balding, man. You got me. You got me. My hair is receding. I'm balding. I'm getting chubby. I mean, okay. So let's just I am 5'11", and I weigh 156 pounds. So I don't think I'm that overweight. But if you want to attack me for my physique, you know what? I'll embrace it. Okay, here we go. This is my tummy. Look. I mean, I got a little bit of a pudge here. It's not that fat, though. Like, look at that. You got a little bit of pudge right there. A little bit, not too much. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I got a tiny little chub on my tummy, but that doesn't bother me. I'm almost 29 years old, man. My metabolism is slowing down.
Total idiot. He looked like a total. Like, I was overwhelmed by what a little he was. Anyway, so I'm there in my bulletproof vest, and people like wonder, why was I wearing a bulletproof vest? Christina Grimmie? Anyone? Why would I wear a bulletproof vest? Christina Grimmie?
Well, thanks for confirming everything we already knew, that you did go to a court with a bulletproof vest on. You might want to check the reverse, the little tag on the back, make sure that it's not backwards, because it definitely looked that way. But hey, you know what? If you want to be extra safe, I get it. That's completely fine. I'm not gonna nag on you for that. But let's be real. I've never met you. I've never been around you in person, so I don't know what you're capable of doing. How do I know that your goal wasn't to get me to go to court and then you're gonna sneak in there with a boom boom somehow? I don't know. This is just hypothetically in my head. Thinking like maybe you want to hurt me or something, like actually physically. How would I know that? I'm going to be in a room of somebody who clearly hates everything I say and do.
So I'm sitting across from this pasty, greasier than me, somehow, greasier than me. Looks like he never saw the sun a day in his life. Beta male, pathetic pile of... He's definitely gonna get a double chin soon.
But you see, Greg, I already kind of do, look. I already got my double chin already right here, ha ha ha. You know what? I embrace it. I embrace things as they come along with my age. And I recommend you should do the same.
Do I really have a double chin going on? I mean, I don't... Man, Greg, I'm feeling really insecure by all these insults, man. Like... I gotta go talk to my mom. I'm gonna call my mom and I'm gonna go to my girlfriend right now because I'm just feeling overwhelmingly insecure right now over my double chin that's developing. I don't know what I'm going to do. And with all the court photos and video that are out of the court hearing thing, I didn't really see anybody attack my hair, considering that it was quite frankly in the photos. My hair was not greasy. I took a shower that morning, actually. I don't like greasy hair. But I shouldn't be surprised this is your attempt to diss me, primarily because you seem to think that women of color do their hair wrong, style their hair wrong, and don't know how to wash their own hair. You guys remember that video series he did? Yeah, I do too. So when it comes to hair hygiene, you're really not in a position to critique or criticize anyone's hair when you think everybody's hair is horrible and greasy no matter what. I mean, self-projection much, but hey, that's what you do, right?
Sitting across from him just smirking at the judge, and I'm like, what an idiot this guy is. And I feel like he's such an idiot because he's actually smirking in court. Who does that? You're gonna go up to the judge and smirk like an ad. You think judges like seeing smirking ads? I don't think so. I think judges like seeing people who are actually taking life seriously.
Greg, I don't think judges want their time wasted, which is something that you clearly demonstrated here, not only because of how short it was, but also because you served the wrong Chris Hansen, which is even more laughable. People actually have real protection order cases that they have to deal with legally, where, you know, you have an ex or a stalker who's like following you around in person and trying to do things to you IRL in real life. Yet I've done none of those things.
Anyway, so I went to court and I said, I want this dismissed. And the other parties obviously wanted it dismissed too. And so it was all dismissed. I got what I wanted.
What is it that you wanted exactly? You wanted to be in the same room as me? You dismiss your own case? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You filed it, but originally when you filed it, you wanted to dismiss it ahead of time? Was that your whole goal, was to dismiss it or file it and dismiss it? You've explained that there's different legal avenues to you want to go down with me. I get that. But I don't understand what you mean by, like, this is what you wanted. Because what you want is for me to stop talking about you overall and stop making videos covering the controversies and the drama that you do. And which, after this video, you're gonna get that for the next few months. Because I'm burnt out, Onion Man. I really am. If that was your goal, it did succeed, and I gotta take a break from you.
And the reason I wanted it dismissed is because anti-harassment protection orders are typically more open and closed with things that are a little bit less public figure-y.
So that genius thought of yours didn't occur to you until after you filed it. The thought didn't occur to you when you were filing it that we're both public figures and that a protection order is used for people in, like, immediate threats of danger or like physical altercations, somebody coming on your property or something like that. Never done it.
All he has to say is, in some instances, not all, Your Honor, I'm protected by the Constitution. I have freedom of the press and freedom of speech. And their lawyer can argue that, and you can bust thousands of dollars on your lawyer trying to say, no, they don't, they're a stalker. But how stressful is that? You hate them, you wish they were never in your life, you don't want to deal with them for another second, And now you have to argue the Constitution?
But you see, what my attorney was already planning, but again, this was dismissed, is my attorney was going to rebuttal your claims of harassment, of stalking, and cyber stalking. Those three things were going to be in a rebuttal, and it got started, but it didn't even get finished. Because again, you dismissed your case. What I do on my YouTube channel is free speech.
Being a YouTuber isn't a prideful thing. And just spoiler alert for all YouTubers. If you think you're a big deal because you're a YouTuber and you have a few million subscribers, you're a joke. Okay? YouTube is a joke entirely. YouTubers who take themselves seriously are jokes. YouTubers who think that they have a powerful impact on the world and they're amazing people, they're jokes.
So you're admitting that you're a joke then? Because I recall, man, you've made a lot of videos talking about how you're so influential and that you have helped so many of your fans. I know for a fact there's hundreds of videos of you literally saying, you know, you make these videos to help people and that you're inspirational to them, and that's fine. If somebody's inspired by you, if that's who they want to be inspired by, there's nothing I can do about that, and I'm not going to try to stop that. But you're literally speaking to yourself here. You realize that, right? The level of projection that you have here that is applicable for yourself is beyond the 9,000 level, power level, man. This is too high at this point.
You're all pathetic. You wanna know why you're pathetic? Because there are real amazing, hardworking people out there, like soldiers, or construction workers, or scholars. YouTubers are morons.
Construction workers? Wow! It's not like you've ever watched one of my videos to know that I am a construction worker. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, number one, let's just, I gotta do show and tell right now, okay? So, this isn't the greatest, but I am a welder. I am certified. This was a little thing, an art piece I made. This is a little guy, like, look at this. This is a horseshoe. This is a little fence piece, some screws, and it's a guy on a guitar sitting on the fence, and he's playing his little banjo. I made this, okay? This is all welded. This is metal, okay? Something else I made this little guy. This was one of my first little pieces of weld art I did. Isn't he cute? You know, just some nuts and bolts. Little guy with a bow and arrow. Some stainless steel nuts. This here, do you know what this is? These are bends. These are my weld test bends. You can even see the white. That's where my weld was, and it was bent. This is something that you do for welding tests. You have to have all your stuff tested and you get it bent to make sure that it doesn't crack or anything like that. I passed this. I got certified in MIG. I got certified in flux core, 3G and 4G. Flux core is the best type of welding. I love flux core because it's fast, it's hot, and it welds really well, and it's just easy. I just find it funny, Greg, that you seem to bring up people working real jobs when you don't have a real job. But I went back to school in 2017 for that reason alone, because YouTube isn't something that I want to, YouTube isn't my career. It's not something I want to dive all of my energy into. So you might want to get a teeny, eeny, beeny bit educated on the fact that YouTube isn't my job. YouTube is your job. And I will never make YouTube my full-time job ever again because of what happened in 2017. Quote, the adpocalypse. It affected everybody, universally, you included. But you didn't help your channel anymore by the content that you produce, so you kind of dug your own grave there. Deeper than you already have.
Gregory, formerly known as James, Gregory aka James, Gregory James, Jackson Daniel, Latcha, like, I'm not... You guys are too stupid to get my name right. It's James.
Greg, I'm calling you whatever I want. Your name's Greg to me and will always be Greg. I don't respect you enough to call you by your real name. Besides, just next year you're gonna change it again. Too much effort, too much energy, too much work.
So I go in the courtroom and there's emo girls everywhere. These girls with dyed hair, right? Half of them had pink or blue or whatever hair. I was looking at them, I was like, are you serious? When did this courtroom become a clown show?
The moment you walked in, Greg.
Anyway, you guys don't realize you're getting played because you paid someone $20,000 for apparently $2,500 of attorney's fees, which probably didn't cost that much because the case was open and closed. The attorney wasn't even there for an hour. Most likely. So you have Little Pooh has an attorney talk for him. I'm speaking for myself. I communicate to the judge that I got legal advice, and the legal advice was for me to take a different legal avenue. I'm taking a different legal avenue. I literally am right now.
So there you have it, folks. Confirmation in video form. He's taking a different legal avenue with me and maybe Chris Hansen, I don't know. But guarantee you it's definitely with me because I'm in his own state. We raised 10 times the amount that I originally needed that I asked for, and I appreciate that overall. I cannot express how much that means to me. I am putting all of it into a separate account and I'm not touching it. Because if what he says is true, that he's seeking another legal avenue against me, legal means, then I'm just going to keep that and use that towards anything legally that is brought up again. And of course, if other legal stuff happens, I will update people. I will let people know. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm really annoyed by this. I don't like this floating above type of a mentality of like, oh, I have to expect to getting served for a whole nother legal issue that he's going to claim that I'm doing when I'm not, because everything is documented, everything is public. What I talk about is public. We're both public figures, man. But I'm assuming if you can sue for civil damages, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to make some statement of where I owe him a certain amount of money because I made videos about him or something. And when that happens, I will let people know, and I will do my best to keep everybody updated accordingly. Let's hope that doesn't go down that route, but like, this guy's unhinged, guys. At this point, you have to see that he's unhinged. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He wants to represent himself in court. He throws around frivolous legal things. He contradicts himself all the time.
Not exactly, but pretty much. Anyway, yeah, so court was stupid. It was dumb. I didn't have a good time to answer that person's question. I went and treated myself to Taco Bell. Took some people out to a restaurant after. Because I didn't have an attorney. So I saved a lot of money not having an attorney. All in all, didn't spend much money. I know you guys spent a shit of money. Why? You could have done it for free. That's what's amazing, is like, you hire an attorney to make it so you can still harass people. What kind of lowlife does that? If somebody took me to court for anti-harassment, knock on wood. But if someone did that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to not talk about them. I won't talk about them. It's fine. I know I gave some people hate videos, but I don't have to talk about you. I can move on with my life.
Clearly, that's what you're doing right now. Right, Greg? You don't have to talk about me, but you are. And that's fine. Like, I understand talking about me will get people clicking on your channel just in the same way that me talking about you will get people clicking on your channel. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. You and me both do it.
Okay? But you got to realize that when you file an anti-harassment protection order, you can't talk about that person either. So it's kind of like a mutual contract to just F off forever, you know? And that last thing I just said is speculation. I don't know what the actual rules are, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to talk about the other person because otherwise they could take you to court and say, hey, you're, instigating. And then you have more problems.
A protection order is designed for physical instances. For people who are actually trying to come after you. Me talking about you online through commentary videos is not harassment, man. Am I sending you an email every time I make a video about you? No. Am I trying to actually contact you? No. Have I contacted you in the past? I think 2 or 3 times over the course of 8 years? Yes. Have you contacted me over the course of 8 years? Plenty of times. And one thing I can say though, Greg, you have succeeded in one small little area, is I'm never going to ever reply to an email of yours ever again. Ever. Doesn't matter. You can send me as many emails as you want since you sent me one in November, but I'm never going to reply to anything that you say actual communication-wise, like email or things like that. In video format, sure, because again, it's public, and because it's public, I feel comfortable because it's public. And I'm not even comfortable talking to you personally one-on-one. I don't want to at this point. I don't know what you're going to try to fling in terms of lies and false accusations, which is something that you are primarily known for.
Just a guess. I'm not sure. But long story short, I think it's really creepy that anyone would fight an anti-harassment protection order. I think that says a lot about the person because I don't understand why it's so hard to just leave people alone when they file an anti-harassment protection order against you. A lot of people for some reason think, oh, someone said leave me alone, I should bug them more, and that is someone who's called a harasser. It fits the definition of harassment. But not everybody is sane.
Using your same line of reasoning, every video that you made about Eugenia could be labeled that, man. Do you not get that? Every video that you made about Shane Dawson when you went on your little hiatus spree, falsely accusing him of things he did not do. All your videos about Eugenia, using your same reasoning that you're using on me, by definition, you're a harasser too. Welcome to the club. Shake my hand, Greg. You and me are both harassers. You realize that, right? Like, you can't use that on me and then not apply that same reasoning that you've used here. Harassment isn't based upon somebody talking about somebody else. It's about me, like, if I was sending you spam emails every day, if I was tagging you on Twitter every day, if I was making sock accounts to, like, send you my videos or something, like, trying to actually have contact with you. I'm not. Last contact that I had with you, you sent me an email in November. That's on record. Anyways, guys, I'm done. I'm burnt out with this. I'm taking a break, and you can hold me to it from this video on, what's today? Today is the January 31st. After January 31st, I'm not going to talk about him on YouTube in terms of a video, a dedicated video like this, for a couple months. I'm taking a break because I'm burnt out, legitimately. I'm working on my Amber Lynn Files episode 2, my J Station video, and then I have a third video that I'm working on, but those 2 videos hopefully will be out this month of February. So be looking in your inbox for that video when it hits. And if you haven't, check out my older content. I have over 1,400 videos on this channel. I have a lot of content to sift through, going back all the way to 2009 here on YouTube. I want to thank every one of you guys who have been watching me, who's supporting me, who's been tweeting me, who's been donating to me. It's very much appreciated. As of today, January 31st, I closed my GoFundMe, so you can no longer give donations to it. We capped out at $23,000. GoFundMe takes about 15%. I have to take 15% out, 15-20% out for taxes, but all the rest of that is going into a separate savings account for future legal issues that I guarantee you are going to arise because of this man. And when that happens, I will be transparent, and I will let people know, and I will be doing exactly the same stuff I have been doing. I will show you the receipts. I will show you documentation of things that are going down, the best of my ability, assuming what I can show is okay to show. I will do that to my best of my ability and keep you guys posted. Until then, I'm taking a onion break the next few months. And until then, adios. I'll see you in February.